Last rubber band, a hand up!
Get ready to fly! Flight 527 ready for departure. Get ready to fly!
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Zachary Nolan. It's a pleasure to see all of you here today. I got to tell you, recently the video has been doing amazing, and that is all thanks to your support. Wouldn't be here without you. If you could also hit us up with a subscribe and a like, we'd really appreciate that. We are one subscriber away from 1,600 subscribers. We're hoping maybe we can make a hard push for maybe 1,800 subscribers by the end of the year. I think at this rate, with how these videos are doing, how this team is doing, and how much you guys have been awesome support, I think it's doable. Let's get into this video tonight. The Jets, from the brink of defeat, pull out an incredible 2-1 win over the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's get the elephant out of the way. Jets didn't have a good game tonight, but they still won, and that's important. You can afford to sometimes have bad games, but you need to get over that adversity. The last couple games against the Blackhawks have not been good. I actually haven't really liked a single game against the Blackhawks this year. Either they've given Bedard way too much room to work, or they've just played down to their opponent as a whole, because no disrespect, Hawks fans, but you know you're not a good team. You're not trying to be a good team. You want Macklin Celebrini to play with Connor Bedard. That's what you want, and I don't blame you. I would want that too if my team wasn't contending. That being said, Chicago has a unique situation. Not a lot of great players, however, they are playing with fearless players. Players that are playing for jobs right now. Half of the roster's injured, so these guys know that their time on this roster could be limited. So almost all of the Chicago Blackhawks are playing their heart out right now. They're playing their asses off to play up to a potential contract in the next season, because who knows how many of them are going to stick around. A lot of players, when they're on teams that don't make the playoffs, especially teams that are below standings, when the team starts to get better, they start to get reassigned to the AHL, and sometimes they don't come back up. Guys like Zach Sanford do not always stick around in the NHL for very long. And they've also made a lot of good waiver claims, which I think is good as stopgap players to help in the meantime. Let's get into this game. Jets right out of the bat come off really sluggish. Going in, we weren't sure if Axel Jonsson-Fjällby was going to be in. The goaltending duel is Mrazek and Brossoit. Mrazek has been an Achilles heel for us. He's played really good against us in the past. It's been very frustrating as a Jets fan because you want to do better against a team like that, but I digress. That being said, you just got to roll with the punches. We lose Mark Scheifele early in the second period. Seemed like he tweaked something in his leg, hoping it's just minor, and they were just like, you know what, Mark, sit the rest of the game out. You're fine. I'm hoping it's just like a pulled groin or something, and they're just like, you know what, you don't need to play the rest of this game. In hindsight, this is kind of a nothing game, but right now it feels fucking amazing, right? Because, oh my God, what a game! Not a lot happens in the first period. Jets start really good control early in the period. They don't get the results they need, which is kind of frustrating because, again, a lot of times they have really good starts, but they don't get the results, and that opens the door on other teams. That ends up happening in the second period, where Connor Murphy scores early in the second to make it 1-0 reaction here.
So what's your thought on this goal?
Oh my God!
And they're looking for more. They're coming right back into that Winnipeg end. Pwhl will battle around to the far side. Forced dip along the wing.
It's Jover.
That's a tough one. I don't really blame Brossoit on it. He was fine in net tonight, honestly. Every now and then he'd make a really weird save, and I'd be like, well, what are you doing there? What are you doing there, LB? We'll take it. We'll take it. And honestly, he did his job. He made 20 saves on 21 shots. You can't ask for anything more from a goalie from that. I feel like that is a very good quality start as a goaltender. Second period keeps rolling along, and honestly, I didn't like a lot of it. I felt the Jets were really nervous with their line matching without a Kyle Connor and a Mark Scheifele, who are your killers, by the way, which I'm hoping Scheifele better be back soon because, I feel like there was a big void in the offense, and it really didn't fit well. And I feel like a lot of line combinations were just kind of there for the sake of rewarding players, even though, like, and yes, obviously you want to reward players for playing good hockey, but at the same time, you can't sit there and tell me you want to see Dominic Toninato in the top 6. I don't care if he's playing the best hockey of his life. There are natural skill players that have to be better than that. And I love Tony. I love Tony. He's playing amazing right now. He's probably going to get claimed no waivers if we have to start bolstering at the deadline. But I really like the game he's putting on. But he was not the right guy for that spot. They were throwing some lines in blenders. Iafallo is very hot and cold. I like Alex Iafallo. I'm just saying he's a low tier second line forward. Ideally, this team will be an all-in team when he can play on the 4th line as just a depth scoring threat. I'll put it that way. With that being said, second period's over. That means you know what time that means. Time is up! Moose Watch! Moose Watch. So there are no clips today. You know why? Because the Moose suck. First off, I must say, you guys loved the Moose Watch video that I did on Brett Kemp. It got over 1,000 views. Where was that when I was covering Nino Niederreiter re-signing? That being said, it is very hard. It is very nice because we actually hit the algorithm we wanted to. A lot of people from the ECHL circles and the AHL circles saw it and commented on it, and that was really cool for me because it's something that I like covering in the background, and I just wanted to say how much I appreciate the support on that video. The Moose lose 4-0 to the Belleville Senators. Belleville's a very good team, don't get me wrong, but again, it's like there's no scoring threats. With that being said, Rasmus Kupari was brought down there to help. Hasn't helped yet, but he's only played 1 game. Brett Kemp was called up from the ECHL on just a tryout deal. I doubt he's going to stick around long, but good on him. Like, he gave it a best shot. No one else scored. But now that Ville Heinola is healthy, he's being assigned to the Manitoba Moose. They're using the word loan, but I don't know if it's actually a loan or if it's an assignment. I don't know, because they won't really tell us. But either way, it is what it is. I think, unfortunately for Heinola, he's just in a rough spot. Like, there's too many good guys right now playing great hockey. That being said, let's get into the third period. The third period was fucking stressful. Thank God they got Squirtle singing out there. I think in the second they had Squirtle going, but I was nervous. I was nervous in this third period. Honestly, I was starting to think this might be the game where the streak gets snapped. And I was like, of course it's going to be that. Because for the record, I think we're losing to Philadelphia. I have a weird vibe about that game. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm fucking wrong. I hope I do. I really hope I'm wrong. It just gives me weird vibes. I don't know what vibes I'm getting from that game. But anyway, the Jets are pressuring. After Vladislav Nemeskov got stopped on a breakaway, I just said, I looked over at Jets Hub and I went, well, that's game. That's it. No, it's not. Because Adam Lowry finds Gabriel Vilardi in front of the net through the wickets, which is perfect when a goalie is playing dominating hockey like that. Put one right through him so he doesn't expect it. Makes it 1-1 reaction here. Ah! Woo! Let's fucking go! Bang. Absolute beautiful. And then, are we done yet? No, we're not! Nikolaj! Ehlers! Ah! Yeah! Let's fucking go! Ah! Woo! Jackson? Beer? Beer me? There we go. Bang! Ehlers with a rocket! 1 minute left to play and the Jets have the lead. Absolutely demoralizing if you are a Chicago Blackhawks player. Kind of what you want if you're a Blackhawks fan. And the Jets hold on and they win 2-1 in an incredible fashion. In kind of unjust fashion. I think Chicago deserved to win tonight. I think, honestly... Now, don't get me wrong. They didn't play a good third period. And actually, if I'm a Chicago Blackhawks fan, I look at this, go, yeah, no, this team needs to be shot into the sun. Because there's not a lot on this team that you want to salvage for future seasons. There's a lot of players that you want to move on from and upgrade internally. The only guys on the Chicago Blackhawks I really thought had good games was Mrazek had a good game, and Korchinski had a really good game. I think Kevin Korchinski is a great rookie for the Chicago Blackhawks. But yes, Jets holding on. Before we get into 3 stars, it is time for Miss Manitoban Moments. Women! 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 So, in latest news in the PWHL, we got 2 updates. 2 games were played yesterday between PWHL Toronto and New York. No, Toronto and Minnesota, and New York and Montreal. So that means that we got to see both Manitoban goaltenders in net. Both, unfortunately, kind of got hung out to dry in some ways. Corrine Schroeder gave up 5 goals against Montreal as they won, I believe, or she gave up 4, I think, and as they won 5-2 over New York. And Kristen Campbell gave up 3 goals as they lost to Team Minnesota. However, before we check out these highlights, I gotta say, there are some really good players in the PWHL you should really follow, honestly. Marie-Philippe Pwhl obviously is probably the GOAT in women's hockey. I think people say it's Hillary Knight. I respectfully disagree. There's nobody who is as clutch as, like, Marie-Philippe Pwhl's clutchness transcends the male-female barrier at this point. And if you want to say she couldn't survive in a men's game, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the most clutch person in hockey, Marie-Philippe Pwhl, is in the top 10. Every single gold medal game, think about a historic gold medal game that Canada wins, she's all over it. 2010, where they shut out the Americans, 2 goals by Marie-Philippe Pwhl. The legendary run in Sochi, she gets the tying goal and the game winner in overtime. World Championship, she scores the overtime winner. The Olympics, she scores two goals she scores the second goal and third goal in a 3-2 win. She's everywhere. She had a hat trick against Team New York as Montreal got a win back after getting shut out in Minnesota. By the way, Minnesota is the other team to watch. Taylor Heisey, the first overall pick in the draft, looks like legitimately like a game breaker. She scored 2 goals, got an assist on the third one in our highlights, and she looks phenomenal. Her hands on the second goal is disgusting. Just pulls back, bang. Check out these lovely highlights.
Rose joining the receiving pass. Marie-Philippe Pwhl with her first PWHL goal ties it at 1.
This was some shift for Montreal. I mean, they just dominated between the long pass and the opportunity. And then this little play here, great centering pass. And Pwhl just puts her stick down and gets a really, really good pass across from Erin Ambrose and converts it. Pwhl just...
Another chance and it goes in. Good goal. There was chaos in front. But Montreal will score on the power play. And guess what? It's Dubois in her PWHL debut. A reserve player activated today because Montreal was shorthanded. We've said all game long, Dave, that she's been a difference maker.
Look at her just invest in front of the net. Like, that is the...
And as far as the blue line, that's it. Now here's Heisey with speed. Cuts in, shoots and scores. Taylor Heisey. Second goal of the year, and it's 1-0 Minnesota.
And that, folks, is why she was the #1 overall draft pick in the PWHL. Take another look at this play. Picks it up here at the red line, carries it down the left wing, makes a little move here, cuts to the net, splits the defenders, and puts it behind the pads of Kristen Campbell. Wow, that's going to be a highlight reel goal.
Long-time member of Team Canada. There's Toronto, can't get the equalizer. Now a chance and they score. Right out in front, wrist shot goes in. And that is Sarah Nurse tying this one up at 1. Krzyzova, Denisa Krzyzova, 29 years old, also played her college hockey at Northeastern. And on top, no, this is Heisey again, she scores! Taylor Heisey. Second of the game, and Minnesota's back in front.
That was nasty. In a phone booth, Taylor Heisey makes it 2-1.
Right now, they have really jammed up the neutral zone.
Here's LaFour going cross ice. David a chance and they score! Kennedy Marchment! Tic-tac-toe, it's a goal for Montreal.
And just as we say that, Montreal turns one around. New York was doing a really good job jamming up. Then they got caught with a lot of players outside the dot line, 4 of them. And Montreal took the advantage into open ice and connected with 3 tic-tac-toe passes and a quick delivery to the front of the net. Don't give the goalie any time to get set.
Pwhl. Pwhl, and a nice little move in front. They score! Marie-Philippe Pwhl on a beautiful passing play. Opens up a 2-goal lead for Montreal.
Well, Montreal's transition has just absolutely taken over the last couple of minutes. They got up ice quick, and they didn't even have numbers here, but it was just the skill of Pwhl and Murphy who really had something going here tonight. And when the pass went to Murphy, you saw 2 players in teal go after the puck, and that
She's got it again from the circle. Thrown on, score! Kendall Coyne-Schofield. And the captain has her first goal in the PWHL.
This was a great feed by Taylor Heisey to find Kendall Coyne-Schofield. This top line has been paying dividends here tonight against Toronto. Heisey cuts through the slot, gets down to the face-off dot, and just centers it down low. And Kendall Coyne-Schofield finds the back of the net. And this is what a good player does. You look at that replay.
Absolutely. Honestly, it was a great day for a lot of scoring there. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. 3 stars of the game. Laurent Brossoit is going to get the 3rd star of this game. Gabriel Vilardi, 2nd star. And Nikolaj Ehlers, 1st star. Honorable mention will go to Adam Lowry, who seemed very pissed off with his team. And Josh Morrissey. Both seemed equally pissed off, and both deserved to be pissed off. They were mad at their team, and they wanted to get them going. Whether or not that had a direct effect, it correlated to a win tonight. So I'm very happy with it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. And we'll see you next time when the Winnipeg Jets take on the Philadelphia Flyers.
Nikolaj Ehlers chips it through, gets around, and he shoots and scores! What a goal!